So here is a way to practice sketching a line when you're given the slope and the y-intercept. We've reviewed in the past this whole idea of y equals mx plus b, where the m is going to be our slope and the b is going to be our y-intercept. If we know these two pieces of information, what we can do is we can use this to sketch the line. Let's go through the first example. In our equation, y equals negative 4x plus 4, the first thing we have to do is identify the slope and the y-intercept. We can pick out the slope as this number in front of the x is negative 4. So for slope, I'm going to write negative 4. Now, keep in mind when our slope is given to us as a whole number, what we can do is we can write this as the whole number over 1, because negative 4 divided by 1 is just 1. It's easier to write it in fraction form when we talk about slope being the rise over the run. That is, the slope being how much we count up compared to how much we count over. The y-intercept, in this case, is going to be the positive 4. When we go to graph our line, what we're going to do is we're going to start at our y-intercept. We're going to start up here at 4. I'm going to zoom in so we can see a little bit clearer. Start at my y-intercept at 4, and then our slope is negative 4 over 1. What I can do now is count down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, then over 1. I now have 2 points. All I need to do is connect these 2 points, and I have. So let's move to our next example. First, we're going to identify the slope. It's the number in front of our x, that 3 over 2. And then we're going to identify the y-intercept of positive 3. Similar to our last example, we're going to start at the y-intercept of 3. We're going to use the rise and the run, up, and then over, always to the right. So our rise is 3, 1, 2, 3. It's going to go off our grid, and then over here. If your points ever go off the grid, you can always count it opposite way, 1, 2, 3, and to the right 2. And you're going to get the same line. 3, slope, y-intercept. Slope in this case is 1 over 3, y-intercept is 3. I go up to 3, and then I count up 1 over 1, 2, 3. Connect my 2 points, and I have my line. 4 is a little interesting, because what you'll notice that the number in front of the x, well, there's not actually 1. If there's ever not a number in front of the x, you can put an imaginary 1 there to indicate that there is actually a 1 in front of that x. Remember from our example, our previous example, if we ever have a whole number, we can write this as the slope is equal to negative 1 or negative 1 over 1, excuse me. So the slope in this case is negative 1 or negative 1 over 1. The y-intercept is 2. So we start at our y-intercept, 2. We count down and to the right. And you'll see that our slope is decreasing because it's negative. Our line is going down. Okay, one way to remember that is if a little bowling ball was sitting at the top of this ramp, would it roll down or would it go up? Well, it would roll down. In this example, that bowling ball would have to go up the hill, so the slope is positive. Okay. There are 4 more questions on this page. What I would like you to do is pause this video at this moment and try the last 4 on your own. Okay? When you come back after the pause, the answers will be here. There will be a discussion of it. but pause and try these on your own. Okay, look back to the previous examples. If you need to rewind it all, feel free to do that. When we looked at 5, our slope is going to be 5 over 2. Our y-intercept is going to be negative 4. So let's write that in here, 5 over 2, 4. Okay, so I've given you a couple. Slope in number 6 was 1/2. Y-intercept was 4. Count it up 4 over 1 up 2. 7. Slope is going to be negative 2. Y-intercept is 2. Okay, remember, if it's written as a whole number, we can write that as negative 2 over 1. The y-intercept is going to be 2. Slope in this case is down 2 to the right 1. This example, slope negative 5 over 2. We have to include that negative there. We can't just get rid of it. Y-intercept negative 1. So we're going to start here. So it's going to be down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, 2. Yes, it does go off the graph. Yes, that's okay. As we move down to here, instead of just being given the equation and finding the slope of the y-intercept, what we're asked to do is actually write the equation out, then graph the line. We know our equation is y equals mx plus b. What that means is that whatever our slope is goes in for the m spot, whatever the y-intercept is, it's going to go in for our b. So in this first example, we can write out y equals a space and x plus another space. Okay, we can then fill in the slope as 3/2 x plus 3. Okay, so now we can use our y-intercept of 3. And use our slope is 3 over 2. Up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 2. Okay, very simple. Our equation, we can just use our slope and our y-intercept again, y equals mx plus b. Our equation here is going to be y equals negative 7/5 x plus negative 3. Instead of writing plus negative, we could just write y equals negative 7/5 x minus 3. Same thing. Y-intercept is going to be negative 3. We always plot our y-intercept first. Our slope is going to be negative 7 down 7 and over 5. If we count this, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to be way down here. Instead, what I'm going to do is the opposite. I'm going to count up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then to the left 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check my line. At this point, you're going to want to pause the video. Feel confident that after these examples you can run through, do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 on your own. Okay, pause the video. When you come back, it will be completed. You can check your answers and walk through it that way. So pause the video now. I want to go ahead and did 3 and 4. The equation for 3y equals negative 1x plus 4. Here's the graph for it. 4, y equals 3x plus 2. Here's the graph for it. Moving down to 5, our equation would be y equals negative 6x plus 3, plus negative 3, or y equals negative 6x minus 3. Start here at negative 3. Our slope is negative 6. Okay, we're going to go down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm way off. I can count the opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And over 1, just like this. There's going to be my graph. My equation for 6. y equals 4x plus negative 4, or y equals 4x minus 4. They're the same thing. My y-intercept is going to be negative 4, slope 4. You know, if it's a whole number, we can write it 4 over 1. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. There are my two lines. 7, slope, y equals negative 7 over 6x plus 2. Start here at 2. I'm going to count down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over 2. There's my line. And then the last one, y equals negative 5 over 2x plus negative 1. Start here at negative 1. Count down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There at 2. First one's going to be down here. If you want to point up here, you can do the opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over 2. There's my line. And there's a review how to not only write slope-intercept form of a line when you're given the slope and the y-intercept, but also how to find the slope and the y-intercept when you're given the equation.